target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Broncos will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The offense set for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And they're starting to bring some noise here on this early 3rd and 10. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The short hands, it's Richardson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important, because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And the Broncos pick up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that one play to pick up the first.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Looking for the end zone. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Quickly complete.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. They're working that left side. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Broncos will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. It's something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes the connection.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And how about the lefty? He's got to buy some time and scrambles outside the pocket to the right and does a really good job of, even though he's running, still stays under control and makes a nice strike to his wide receiver.
They're going to run it. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Cowboys! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back that...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Pumps it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Emmanuel. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Fires toward the end zone. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown Broncos. Reeled it in and just made the house call. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
To the air on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. The Cowboys pick up the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Looking to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He's looking for a man on second down. Got his man quickly. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking to throw. He makes a grab. They will score. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Emmanuel. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Boise State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Memphis took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Tigers that fired on all cylinders. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Ball in the air, intercepted.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie. Makes the catch on the left. Afterburner's coming. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Inside the 30. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Cowboys! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Got room on the return. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell that.
Can anyone catch him? Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna let it fly. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. first down. They go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The inside handoff. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
And that's what defense is all about. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd and long. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to make him throw that ball underneath to the running back and then do my job. Go corral, tackle him, and force the 4th down.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! The AT unit on the field. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. SMU is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost reminds me of the days of the great Pony Express. They're up by 31 over Rice. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Gonna run it. It's Goodman. At the 45 on his way. Oh, it's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Looking for a huge play. Got it. Touchdown Broncos. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced.
He wants to take the top off. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Running back goes in motion. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And the ball is picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns here, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete to the left. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And the yards just continue to stack up for this dude. We've already talked about he made over 300, over 400. Now he's over 450 on the game. He has been on fire.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, that one gets tipped and falls incomplete. That's been the best news on the day for this QB, man. As a former quarterback that's done this before, I can tell you, when you throw 4 picks in a game like this guy has, you never forget.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, 46-42. Oklahoma State, 35.
And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Comes out throwing on first down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Loses 2. Third down coming up.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's got it on the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move.
And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it set up on the outside. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
We'll give the defense credit there on 3rd down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? They'll try to pick up the first. The Broncos are stopped, but not before getting the first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You can see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Zings it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. SMU has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy...
And he's running in the open. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The Cowboys have taken it inside the 20. Going up top on first down. Into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to bring it out from deep. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Quick strike complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. They'll try it on the ground. He cannot get there. A fourth down stop, and now, boys, we might just have a finish.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together, maybe go tie this game, maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. The lone back's got it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Using the quick game. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position of the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Setting up the screen. Oh, he not only blows it up, he picks it off. Bringing it back. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.